National Gender and Equality Commission wants public institutions to set aside 1.5% of their total annual budget towards gender mainstreaming and inclusion programs. In a report released by the Commission on the status of the gender equality and inclusion in the public sector, the report indicates that there were fewer women than men in the public sector. 6% of the workforce are in management positions, while only 1.6% of the total workforce comprise of persons with disabilities, which falls short of the 5% minimum requirement. Fredrick Parsayo with the details, even as the Commission called for more allocation of resources to independent constitutional officers.
The Gender Commission on Tuesday in Nairobi publicized 4 reports, among them Mind the Gap Towards a More Equal Kenya, a National Inclusive Development Framework for Marginalized Communities, Status of Gender Equality and Inclusion in Public Sector, and Gender Mainstreaming for TVETs. The report on the status of gender equality and inclusion in the public sector indicated that 92% of public institutions have implemented the two-gender rule, while only 6% of the workforce in public sector were in job group P and above.
Women have been historically marginalized and underrepresented in decision-making processes and political institutions. This is a challenge that we are actively addressing, recognizing that inclusive and diverse leadership is crucial for the advancement of our nation.
The report also called for more allocation of funds towards gender mainstreaming programs, with about 23% of ministries and state departments admitting to not having implemented gender-based violence-related policies.
I humbly request your office and also Parliament and the National Treasury to reconsider the resource envelopes, not only for NGEC, but for all constitutional commissions.
Among the challenges identified were inadequate budgetary allocation, lack of technical capacity, patriarchal institutional culture, negative attitudes and perception on gender inclusion.
This sector, however, requires support and investment in setting up and strengthening their systems and programs to improve the status of gender equality and inclusion in the TVET sector and further contribute to closing gender gaps in training and employment.
In its recommendation, the report wants increased budgetary allocation, investment in internal capacity, public institutions to take the lead in compliance with constitutional requirements on gender inclusion. Parsayo Fredrick, Channel 1 News.
Thank you.